Well, go on, traders. Yeah, the traders here again. All right, guys. What happened yesterday? The market got hammered, guys. The market got hammered. All right, so let's take a look and see what happened. And when I say the market, I usually reference EVs. So Mullen took a spill yesterday, first red day in quite a while, which not a bad thing. So Mullen fell 4%. Pre-market is down another 1.2%. But what happened, guys? So if you take a look at the news that came out yesterday with regards to the US, CPI information came out, the Consumer Price Index. So what this was saying is that the CPI for all items rose 0.1% in March as shelter increases. So what does that mean? Shelter is in reference to housing, guys. So that's big because shelter affects every single person. So this by itself, guys, created a lot of scare in the market. So EVs were hammered yesterday. So let's take a peek as to what happened with regards to not just Mullen, but the comps. So Arrival, well, they were on a downward trend since they popped up. So Arrival fell about 5%, Lucid 4%, Neo almost 5.5%, guys. So the market actually got a hit yesterday. So stocks like that relates to crypto, like for example Riot. So let's take a peek at that. So there seemed to be a shift as to what's going on with the market since recently. So as you know, Bitcoin is pushing up, tested the 30,000. So stocks like Riot, look at what's going on with Riot. Riot is on an upward trend, guys. It's now at 13 and it was coming from I think the last time I spoke about this was maybe a couple months ago. I'd mentioned that it was sitting on the support, and if it holds the support, pushes off the support, then it will start to run. So this was months ago. I'd spoken about this, but overall, guys, the EV stocks got hammered. So Tesla, as you can see, let me zoom back in. Tesla dropped yesterday. Pre-market it pushed up, then it dropped yesterday. So overall, guys, when there's fear in the market, those, I would say, kind of discretionary investments like the EVs, that type of thing, they will get hammered. All right, so let's switch back over to Mullen. I'm going to leave it on the 5 minutes. So Mullen, pre-market, it was holding steady at around 11 cents. We got a pop-up as market open yesterday. So someone was willing to buy Mullen at 11.55, or it was a major buy at 11.55. I can't say how much. But then the news came out with regards to CPI and it fell. Mullen fell afterwards. But the good news for Mullen is that it appears to be holding, as I had mentioned before, holding that 10-cent level. And it doesn't want to go below the 10-cent level. So as you can see, it came all the way down to 10.31, pushed back up to 10.66, and it has been basically flat since then. So overall, guys, I think the fall with Mullen is just an effect of the overall impact on the EV stocks. So let's see if we had a big sell-off yesterday. So we we're around 230 million in terms of market cap, so not a big sell-off. We lose about 6 million in terms of market cap yesterday. Volume was less than the average, so volume was pretty low. The market on a whole was TSX was basically flat, S&P flat, Dow flat. Then, as I said, the comps were all in the red. EVs are all in the red. So let's take a look and see what's going on with the options. So the options that came in was pretty low, almost 11,000. Puts basically non-existent. The open interest 16,000 for this week. And this is where you keep your eyes peeled, guys. For next week, guys, open interest is 106,000. So that's where I think between now and next week, the stock is going to move up. Not to say it's going to get to $1, but it's going to move up by next week, guys. Following week, it's 18,000. And then if you look long term at 2024, January 2024, it's 94,000 open interest and 127,000. This has gone up in terms of open interest for January 2025. All right, so overall, guys, the Mullen is, I would think, based on the current market, what's happening in the market, Mullen is holding its own. So as I had mentioned before, we got a little curl. Right now it's basically flat. So what we want to see is Mullen to just consolidate at this level or start curling back up, depending on when that news, the CPI news that came in, that that negative impact slowly moves away. In terms of the RSI is basically neutral, and we're still in a bullish territory in terms of the MACD. So overall, guys, I think Mullen will, hold at the 10 cent or above 10 cent, 11 cent thereabout for today, for the next couple of days. But we are looking for, by next week, Mullen to start pushing back up. Alright, so that's kind of what I have for you guys for today. So as usual, if you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like and don't forget to subscribe. Take care, guys.